Welcome, Aquarius. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your full moon in Aquarius reading, occurring on the 9th of this month, obviously having a big impact on you. This is also a time when Mercury is retrograding is still in, I don't even know what sign it is. It might be Gemini, but it is retrograding and it will be moving forward in a couple of days. However, even as it moves forward, it will be covering over its shadow period. So this is a time for you to consider, review, reconsider, adjust, or shift some possible decision that you need to make, some way that you're altering or re-strategizing a move forward. Your overall energy for this reading is the Two of Vessels or the Two of Cups, which is describing, I believe in this case, a kind of tension that you're experiencing. The tension is this great adoration and responsibility you now have in a relationship with yourself, one in which you are imbuing your own experience with the value that it deserves. And it's also helping you to deepen this connection to your higher self so that you respect your potential, the things that you desire, the things you dream of, in a way that perhaps you have not in the past. At the same time, this energy, this stronger bond with yourself is attracting other deeper connections for you. And this becomes the possibility of a new path, a new journey, a new effort that you are perhaps considering. At the bottom of the deck, the Oracle of Vessels. This is really quite powerful. It feels as though this is something that keeps coming up for you, Aquarius. This is this opening of incredible emotional intelligence, creative depth, and imagination, so that you are sort of opening up to this well of emotional depth, this sensuous experience of the world, the way that you create out of your sensual experience of your of the 3D, of the elements and the senses, sights, and experiences around you, so that you're opening up to a new level of experiencing within yourself. And that may be part of what this improved relationship with yourself is boding. I pulled a seed and sickle oracle, and I pulled the dandelion, number 33. 33 reduces to the number 6, which is all about balanced relationships, perhaps soul bonding and connections that are important. And the dandelion reads, though the dandelion starts life earthbound and steady, it transforms in the fall into a state where the earth cannot contain it anymore, and it becomes airborne and ready for a new adventure. This card represents being stuck between choices, staying rooted to the safety of the ground, or taking flight to new lands. This decision cannot be made lightly. It requires careful consideration and waiting for the right time to achieve results. But the decision must be made all the same. You cannot wait in limbo forever. Interesting. So, this is a general reading. I'm inviting you to a meditation on the potentials, your interests, your challenges at this time. And the 10th house represents your social identity and the way others see you. The star. I do associate the star with you, particularly now, but in general, this is the reception of highly intuitive and evolved awarenesses, a consciousness that is open up to myriad channels of information in the world. And this is what is stimulating your vision. Your vision may be unformed, it may be broad, it may be vague, but you have a strong compulsion towards pursuing that, which you see as benefiting humankind, your community, specifically your family, some collective, an organization you work for, your professional practice. There is a vision you hold that you are speaking to right now. And perhaps this is some of the consideration that is revolving for you, opportunities to review your approach, reconsider new elements, reshift the way that you are aligning your resources. All of that is eminent for you right now. In the first house, the Oracle of Columns. This is an opening up again to your heart's desires. This is you acknowledging, claiming something that you want to pursue from your heart. And it doesn't escape me that there are tones of a significant relationship, a significant partnership eminent here. It almost feels as though you are considering entering into a partnership that doesn't just address your aspirations for the world, but it very much approaches a dream of connection that you never even felt possible for you, or you didn't know yourself to be truly capable of. This can be meeting someone who embodies qualities that you never considered as being a part of your experience or your life. This person inspiring, this response on your part, this acknowledgement of how much you've grown, how open you are to things that were formerly invisible to you, that you now recognize as potential for you, this desire, ability to pursue and actually obtain a dream. In the fourth house of your soul, your family, your foundation, the Two of Discs. This is the Two of Pentacles. And here we have this decision, again, another two, back and forth, your consideration of the experience, your understanding of the world, relationships, your choices in the past, and the way your growth, your progress has moved you into a place of considering that which is invisible. Excuse me. Grounding that which is invisible, that is perhaps a part of something less tangible, less imaginable for many, but really understanding that you have the ability to integrate this in your present moment, dependent upon the choice that you make. So there is a lot of back and forth. This can be something you've been considering for a long time. In the seventh house, the house of significant others, the Judgment card. This feels like a second chance. There is a relationship or an opportunity coming back around to you. Something perhaps you recognized as special in the past, but that you now realize encapsulates, embodies the full range of potential that you now feel empowered to approach, to obtain, to move towards. This judgment is about you answering a call, perhaps that you received at another time, long ago, but you didn't understand the quality or the import of it. So it may not necessarily be the same relationship or the same opportunity, but it is one that has evolved along with you on their own terms, and you both met up in the same place. So this is a beautiful card of an awakening, a redemption almost. The things have finally come full circle on your quest to something very visionary, to actualizing a dream. If this reading resonates for you, Aquarius, please like this video, share it with others if you feel inclined to do so, and subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. It very much helps me to get the word out. I appreciate all of the support that you bring to me, particularly your time with my reading. So thank you in advance for that. And the Oracle of Columns in the first house is clarified by the Eight of Cups in the second house and the Four of Swords in the third house. You're definitely moving away from, I feel like it is a stuck place in relationships. The sense I get is that there are a lot of meaningful relationships and support around you that have been around you for a while. This can even be family members or old friends that have stood the test of time, but you're feeling the anxious need to move towards this challenge that you're presented with, to reach for your ultimate and complete happiness, your complete fulfillment. And you've gained this ability to move forward courageously as a result of these very close relationships, but ones that you've outgrown. Your ability to understand the new terrain that you're moving into is about reprocessing the challenges you've overcome, really looking at the obstacles that were in your way in a way that makes you feel incredibly grateful for having survived them, but also helps you to accept those challenges as gifts. Gifts that help you now to be grateful for all of the bounty, all the opportunities around you. Frankly, the opportunities that you are being confronted with right now, the choices you are making, are choices regarding your dreams, your ultimate potential. And you're grateful for this moment. That becomes, in and of itself, your spiritual foundation. Your understanding that it is gratitude that makes all of this possible. In the fourth house, the Two of Discs is clarified by the Emperor in the fifth house and the Nine of Swords in the sixth house. You have overcome a lot of suffering. It almost feels like your life in the past was a slightly bleaker experience, and that you have really released the desire to be in control of things that you can't control, things that in the external world that are beyond your control, and instead you are taking control of who you are and the resources you have as a part of that authentic gift and contribution you can make. And as a result of that, you are navigating your way through some challenging experiences in the past, ways in which you have been hurt, you have felt oppressed, you have felt denied or betrayed. But you're realizing that those were opportunities. In some cases you chose, in others you believed that life had to be hard, particularly relationships had to be difficult. That was just the way it was. And you have released that idea that anything has to be any particular way, that you don't want it to be. So I see you really owning this sense of your reality being a result of your efforts, and owning your life and your experience is something that you're in control of. And I love this for you because it immediately allows you to divest yourself of this belief in a struggling life, a hardship filled life, every effort, every step being an uphill battle, and really relieves you of all that burdensome, that pain, that suffering that you've been carrying around that has affected quite likely your health as well as other things. But you've really taken control of your body as well as your experience, your reality. And you're really countering it by being true to you, being open to the opportunities, pursuing the things that you truly desire. In the seventh house, the Judgment card is clarified by two cards here. We have the Strength in the eighth house and the Temperance in the ninth house. I like that. So yes, your awareness, this call to your mission, your purpose, is one that you have been carrying for a very long time. You have stayed faithful to this sense of more potential, something more in your life, more achievement, more tenacity, more perseverance, and been willing to help others on that path, despite the evidence to the contrary. You've held true to that because you've understood that you couldn't live with yourself if you hadn't made an effort towards your dream, towards your higher experience, your higher self, towards greater consciousness, collective consciousness. You can't accept anything less. You understand that the improvement, the development of yourself is tied to the elevation of your consciousness, of collective consciousness. And you have never faltered from that. Even as it appears that your opportunities are at hand. The star in the 10th house is clarified by the Ace of Pentacles in the 11th house and the Seven of Pentacles in the 12th house. Yes, abundance is yours. Opportunities, you see them clearly. The more reaching out you do, the more connecting you do to your mission and your vision and your desire for that, your creative potential, the more you see portals of abundance opening up for you, of manifesting. You created this opportunity to pursue this goal. You made this happen because of your belief and your faith. And not only that it was real and you could manage this, but that it was necessary. This was absolutely required for you to reach the level of success that you feel coheres with your vision, so that you understand that abundance is available to all. We have enough for everybody. There is no lack. There is no shortage. And speaking out about that is what your business, your mission is about, clarifying for others, looking at the abundance of resources and looking at ways that those are distributed to others. So this is an idea about your idea, the efforts you've made, the work you've already invested, being reinvested into this vision of greater abundance for all, greater sustenance, releasing the idea that there's only so much or that it's only available to so many. And you are making sure that whatever partnerships you engage, that you stand firm on your sacred space to exercise your gift, to push forward this project, this effort in a way that gains you more results with less work. You're working more strategically, you're not working harder. You're releasing the idea that everything has to be hard, that people have to suffer. You realize that is a construct. It's a social construct. It is not one that exists in reality. It's only true because we've been told it's true. And you're really moving against that kind of a barrier, that kind of wall that's up. Aquarius. For your final card, I pulled out Indecision, and I can't remember who got this card also. Perhaps it was Gemini. I use my intuition in all aspects of life. So as we started with this either or, deciding something to engage, to move in a certain direction or not, this card is absolutely affirming the idea that you have all of the wisdom, all the intuitive knowledge, all of the compassion necessary to make a decision that will serve you and your project best. If you enjoyed this reading, Aquarius, there's more content here. Thank you for your likes and your subscribes, for your devotion, and until next time, namaste.